Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. And, so, last time out, we, headed to the battleground because we're trying to get this, ore, that's supposed to be, at the bottom of this, at the bottom of the battleground to, make our new, Sword of Light. And, well, we're here. So, yes, we've found our ore, and it turns out that it's orichalcum. Some extremely super rare metal. Super valuable.
I wish Mia was here to see this. So this is the ore we were looking for. I should have guessed. Imagine what a fortune you could make with a lump this big. Sorry.
That is something I kind of like this scene with Eric, because he kind of gets super excited, and he's like, "Think of how much money we can make selling this shit." And he's like, "Oh shit, we need to make a sword to save the world, don't we? You can have it." So yeah, there we go. Step 1 of 3 done. We've got ourselves orichalcum, the special metal. Which allows us to make our a new Sword of Light. So now it's time for us to move on. Now we're in Gallopolis, because this is where we can get the next thing we need. We need to get the giant forging hammer, which apparently the royal family owns. So let's go to the palace and go talk to the Sultan to see if we can, see if he's got the forging hammer. Still got it, basically, for us to use. I will say I do like the because I've changed my sword at this point, so I've got like a one-handed liquid metal slime sword, which is actually really fucking good. One of the best, one of the strongest swords in the game.
It has been in the royal family for generations. Ferris, fetch
Give
the
it.
forging hammer from
Hand it over. Thanks for doing us a solid, buddy. Yeah, this part is actually really easy because it's just like, here you go. We've got the forging hammer. It's been in the treasure room for generations. Here you go, bitch. Have fun.
This is it. This is Edwin's hammer, the one we saw in the vision.
So, yeah. So this is part 2 done. I love this. Prince Paris is like, "But father, we were going to sell this to fund this year's Sand National." Shut up. Shut up, you piece of shit. I was going to do no such thing. Sure, we totally believe you. So, yeah. But we are trying to save the world, so, you know. We'll have to go without a Sand National this year.
You are the only ones who can defeat the Lord of Shadows. If you need it, it is yours.
Thank you very much, old man. So yeah, part 2 done. We have now got ourselves the forging hammer. To be honest, when I first saw this, I was kind of hoping that maybe after you've used it, that maybe you could like use it as an actual weapon. Kind of like use it as like a two-handed, super powerful weapon or whatever. But yeah, can't do that now. It's just an item to use to make the Sword of Light. Never mind. So yeah, and the, Prince Faris also gives us the reason why in lore you need the forging hammer. It's because the forging hammer is supposed to be able to hit even the strongest of metals and bend it to its will. So yeah. Because orichalcum is ridiculously strong. So that's why we need it. So now it's time for the final part. So you might remember a fairly large number of parts ago, we started this side quest in Hotto, where basically this woman here, what's her name? I can't remember her name. This woman here, basically the leader of the town, the leader of Hotto, Miko, that's her name. She basically wants to sacrifice this boy's mother in order to appease the mountain, the volcano, and stop and save, so the town doesn't get destroyed. However, we then found out that basically she'd claimed to slay the dragon, but the dragon still lives and it's inside the volcano. So now we're back in Hotto because we need to get to the forging place, the giant forge that we need in order to make the sword. We can't actually access it until we complete this side quest. So yeah, if we'd done it earlier, we could have just gone straight on to that. But it's actually the boss fight that's upcoming with Tatsunaga is actually really friggin' hard. So yeah, it's better to get to near end game levels before you start before you complete the Hotto side quest. Which is why we're here now.
Hush, mewling kitten. What do you know of the truth of sacrifices?
What a bitch. So, yeah, basically this is the point where he kind of reveals that, yeah, him and his sister, they were pretending to be the monster, and so they have actually seen Tatsunaga the dragon in there. But Miko is basically trying to convince them that, that this little kid's lying, and that, putting basically all the blame on him, basically saying, look, give us your mother and let us sacrifice her, otherwise it's game over for the whole town and it's going to be your damn fault. Yeah, so she's basically putting all the blame on him. Yeah, so I mean, it'd be really inconvenient if something happened now.
I see through your web of lies. Accursed spider.
Yep, there we go. So yeah, and Miko's not expecting that, but yeah, the dragon has basically woken up. Tatsunaga has woken up, and he's come to the town to cause some trouble.
Come quickly.
So, yeah, let's go. So now we've got to head down to the. Bloody hell, that was a quick cut. Yeah, he's coming down. That was Tatsunaga. I'll say I really like Tatsunaga's design. It's got a very... It's kind of like a very... It's a very cool dragon design. And, it's kind of like got the head of a wolf. Or its head is similar to a wolf. But it's also got like these feathers of like a bird. Feathers like a bird. So I think it's a really cool design. Oh, look at this. The townsfolk are actually going to do something. That's nice. It's usually just left up to us to do everything. Oh, look at that. I actually did something. That's nice. And now Miko steps in the way, and she says, it's a boy. What the fuck does she mean by that? Because that clearly looks like a goddamn dragon. Well, we're going to find out pretty soon. Look at that big horn.
I give up my mortal form. The fox feeds her cub.
Yes, and
No! Mistress Miko!
okay, that no was a bit weak. So yeah, Miko's been eaten. And it's kind of obvious from what she said here that basically, you know, the whole line of the fox feeds her cub,
We must fight fire with
that is apparently her son.
You must face the
But yeah, how that actually happened, we'll be finding out in a little bit. But first, we've got to go kick Tatsunaga's ass. So let's head down there and stop him from causing any more mischief, the little shit. Let's go. So yeah, we have our initial battle against Tatsunaga here, which is against Tatsunaga here in in Hotto. This first battle is actually not that hard. It's the second fight which can be brutal. So yeah, the best thing that you can use for if your hero's using a single-handed sword is to use the dragon slash, which causes more damage to dragon enemies. Yeah, the war cry is the biggest pain in the ass because that can shock you and knock you down. What am I thinking of using here? Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to cast Sap. Let's lower his defense so we can get this done quicker. Yeah, with use Unbridled Blade, 592 damage. The best attack to use, which I haven't got unlocked at the moment because I wasn't very clever with this one. But the best single sword attack that you can use, I was thinking, what do I use here? Anyway, fuck you. But the best single sword attack that you can use, oh my god, Jade got fucking wrecked. Unbridled Blade, fuck off. Die. There's a move called Sword Dance. Sword Dance basically hits the opposition for
Did I do all right?
it basically hits the opposition for like 4 or 5 times at about 1 to 200 damage per hit. So yeah, pretty fucking strong. But anyway, for this battle, it's just pretty much just a case. He doesn't have a massive amount of health, and he doesn't hit particularly hard either. So hit him with your most powerful moves. Use Revamp for Jade with either multi-thrust or multi-feet. And heal up when you need to through Serena. And that's about it, really. So, yeah. So now it's run away. And it's caused a fair bit of damage. And everybody's kind of, and as you can probably, as you would imagine, the townsfolk are a bit kind of dumbfounded and absolutely horrified because of the fact that basically Ryu's gone, who was Miko's son. Miko is now gone, and everything's gone to hell. So yeah, everything's in the shit at the moment.
The sun of her heart eclipsed. Treachery blinds her.
Yeah, they do have this kid lay it on pretty thick, to be honest. Bad mouthing, you know, kind of having a go at Miko, and basically, you can understand why, to be fair, but he does have a massive. He just keeps laying on the insults. So, yeah. In order for us to go to Tatsunaga's lair, we need to enter the mountain. But Miko is the only one who has the key. So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be heading up to the we're going to be heading up to Miko's shrine, and we're going to try and grab the key. So go into the back room, which I don't think you can enter before this point in the story. So yeah, this is the first time you can enter this area and pick up the goodies that are inside. There are a few. So many books. There's a dragon on the wall. Wow.
So cruel. To pile like rocks upon her, burden on burden.
Yeah, this woman seems to know something about what's going on with Miko.
There, the dragon waits.
With Miko's light gone, yours is the only glimmer. Take it.
So, yeah.
It is yours.
Of course it has to come down to us again. We're the only ones who can ever do shit around here. So now we've got the mountain gate key, which means we can now head up to the top of the mountain and defeat Tatsunaga once and for all.
End is at hand.
Away we go.
Wait.
What's up?
You must know the truth. It sleeps between these pages.
Yeah.
Wait.
So this is basically where we found out the truth of what Miko's been kind of dealing with.
Looks like a diary of some.
This is her diary.
Must be Miko's.
Thank you, Rab.
My sins rend my heart. I must confess them or scream. Thus I record them.
Thus I record them.
The battle was fierce.
Okay, what have you done wrong?
At last the dragon lay prone. My son drew his sword.
So yeah, the dragon was actually almost
Like a
done.
fog, blackness
And
rose
just as
from
he
the
was about to
dragon.
land the finishing
Poor
blow,
Rio was smothered.
he shot a black fog at poor
He
Rio.
tried to fight the darkness, but the night prevailed. The beast had cursed him.
So yeah,
Pain
basically
racked my poor boy's body.
the dragon with his
I
final
watched his
breath,
form change.
quite literally, poured this miasma all over Ryu, which
I had
basically
to fight
turned him into
pretend he was dead.
a dragon.
Can her words be
So
true?
basically,
Not Tatsunaga, but Ryu. This is who we fought?
Hey, don't interrupt, honey. I want to hear how it ends.
Sylvando speaking for the audience there.
Restored.
Anyway,
A storm of doubts assailed me. But then the
so
silence
yeah,
came.
basically
The
she
magic
decided
mirror
that the
whose true forms are revealed. This might save my son. Alas,
so
the
yeah,
mirror
she
neither
wanted to
revealed
use the
nor
magic
restored.
mirror
Though I
to try and save
my son's
Ryu and
hunger
try and turn him back into
burned.
human.
The hunger of the dragon for the flesh
But
of
it never worked.
man. It
So
burns like hot
basically what
sun.
she did,
The
she
agony
basically
healed.
took her son, shoved him into a place
But my son must
into
live
the
till I
into
master
the
mirror
mountain.
I wear by my heart.
So she needs time basically to master the mirror. So she basically sent him into the
Though
mountain,
others' lives are squandered,
and she basically sacrificed the party, the members of the town of Hotto,
Ugh, it's a
in
tragic
order to
tale.
find a way to
The poor
save her
woman,
son.
torn between a
Um,
child and a thief.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean, she
choice
still
you wouldn't
did
wish on
a
anybody.
pretty abhorrent thing, but you can kind of understand, you know, how big of a dilemma this was for her. It's basically either she
But Miko
You know,
is gone.
completely gives
The
up
magic
her
mirror with
son,
her. The light of hope fades.
either she completely gives up on her son, or and kills him, or
Cannot be saved.
has to do this horrible thing with the to the village of Hotto. So yeah, it's a pretty
Peril.
awful decision that she has to make.
Murderer.
It's a pretty awful decision that she had to make in the end. So you at
Yes,
least feel a little bit
the time has
sorry
come.
for her that
We
the
need to
fact
be on the
that
western path before the
it wasn't
great
so
war
obvious that
begins.
she was just like a turncoat and just being completely evil about it. She was like, this is the only way I can save my son, so I'm going to do it. So yeah. Our only choice now is to go to the mountain and slay this beast so that Ryu and Miko can be put to rest. But there's nothing of interest. Wow, that's helpful. Yeah, there's a mini medal in here as well. I think that's pretty much it, though. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part. Join me next time for the next part of Dragon Quest XI, when we'll be heading up to the mountainside to face off against one of the more difficult bosses of the whole game. We're going to be fighting off against Rio, and save him from his dragon self. So yeah, see you next time.